It's Friday, a few days after my last video. I shot that on a Monday, I believe. Anyway, so, as for anybody, before I go to the engine, as for anybody wondering about the current forest fire situation near the bus, there are no more forest fires. They were 75 to 85% contained that day, and now they're, and within the next day they were extinguished completely, just about. They were 100% contained, so now they're 100% extinguished. Anyway, so, I'm pulling a Davidsfarm thing. Apparently, it's a lot easier, so... Apparently, it's a lot easier to work on the bus while drinking beer. This was a one beer job, and it's kind of funny. There's our hole. It's not too much deeper beyond the smaller hole in there, which is what I got through with a smaller bit. And so I'll show you here. There's the new pins. I got them in. And it's, where's the other one? Right there. It's kind of peculiar, because if you look, it's like a roll pin, but it's wrapped around itself. Those are supposed to be pretty strong. I sicked a sledgehammer on it to see, because I had to buy a bag of 10. I got 9, because one had been used, so they're not a stock product by International. You have to order them in packs of 10. So, yeah, so if you recall, the old one was, let's see where I set it up here. Here it is. Where's my hand? I can't see my hand. There it is. That's the old one. Yeah, so it's a solid pin. And so these, but these were what the schematics called for. And I tried hammering on one of them. I can't remember if it was this one or the other one, but I tried hammering on them with a sledgehammer. It may have been that one, and you know, they wouldn't deform. So those are pretty damn strong. Now, this is one of the good bolts that was salvaged out of the engine. As you can see, it screws in right here. There's a little crap in there, so it's from drilling holes. Anyway, but if you look, here's the new hole right here, and it goes into about here. Now, if I put my thumb up against the block, that's the tip of my thumb is how far where the block was. And if you look, here's a broken piece right here of one. Notice my hands aren't moving. If it'll stay, there we go. There's how much was left in the block of the other broken ones. So I think I've made my hole pretty deep. I just have to go get the helicoils, so I'm going to take this bolt with me. But yeah, so that's pretty good. It's all cleaned out. All the holes are cleaned up nice and pretty. Let's see if I can get my light in there so you can see. You can't really, where's the, there it is. Yeah, you can see in there how far it goes. It goes pretty far. So as for the rear main, it appears to be leaking from the bottom of the seal there. Right there. So, I have a new rear main seal in the bus. It's a Felpro. This one is actually, if you can see, it's actually a factory seal. So, the Felpro one may be better. I don't know. It could be the same damn thing. You know, Felpro could be the supplier, but I know Felpro makes really good gaskets. So, I've got a friend who swears by him who owns a machine shop. So, anyway, so that's all there is to it. It was about a one beer job. Let's see if I can still find the broken piece. Here it is. This right here is the broken piece of easyout that was left in there. It's really not that big of a piece, but I was able to knock it out with just a standard, oh, it's part of it anyways. I was able to get it out with just what was left of it with a freaking center punch. I didn't even have to hammer on it. It just came right out. So that's what the hole looks like. It looks like it's a little shallow up here on the side of the block, and that's how far it goes alongside that wall. So that could be a problem, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully I don't have to thread too much with the helicoils. Almost a one beer job. by Dave and them, it'd probably be at least a 1 beer job. So, but anyway, so we're all fixed up. So things are starting to look a little bit brighter. That really hasn't leaked any since I tightened it, so that's good. Of course, the bus has not run, so you know, who knows. So now all that's left to do is to change that out, and then I can start putting things back together. If I turn around here, there's the back of the Allison, and it really doesn't, the converter doesn't look too bad. Yeah, they wrote my name on it. I mean, there's a little bit of wear there, a little bit there, quite a bit there. But I mean, it's not hardly any wear at all. I mean, it's not too bad. And as you can see, the nose, the pilot of this, on the old converter, the pilot was as thick as where my thumb is. I mean, it was like a little quarter. Well, you guys saw it in the previous video. And they actually made it the full size. So that's really cool. Top of the trans there. And you can see the auxiliary hanging back there. So let's focus in on it a little bit. Hey, that looks a lot better. So, anyhow, so it's just going to be a process of putting it all back together. And I got the engine cover off again, so there's some of the bolts right there. So these big ones you're seeing right there are what go through that hole right there that hold the motor mounts and everything. So everything else looks pretty good. So I mean, nothing else looks really bad down here. There's the tack plug. There's the reverse light and reverse light switch right here, and that's the neutral safety switch. Transmission lines right there. The cooler lines. There's one. There's the other, poking me in the back. So that wonderful modulator that had to leak all over me. So I mean, we're making progress. Anyway, and there's my wonderful bracket we made. That thing really turned out good. So, in fact, the drill bit that I used to drill this out with was an extra drill bit from that bracket. Anyway, that's it for now. So, stay tuned, and we'll have this sucker back up on the road in no time. Thanks for watching.